All right, so last video I did, it started off with a reading, but it quickly escalated to a dream and other shit. And like I said, the dreams I had there was like what I'm talking about. It was pain, and it was just one female, two guys, and it was just a lot of shit up in there. So I'm trying to tell you that's probably in the universe. Whatever I dream is gonna still be in the universe and shit. And like I'm trying to tell you, a lot of this shit, um, it's different people, but it's the same type of scenarios and similar energy and shit. So that's why that female was looking at me at the job, and that's the real reason why she's there. Like she's not just at that job because she needs that. She doesn't work there no more, but she's still there because she still needs like the equipment and all that for whatever she's doing. So they let her use it. But y'all gotta understand, in 2014 to 2016, my twin flame had the same type of shit. She was supposed to work 3 hours or so a night, and then she got a 15-minute break because she spoke two different languages. She would get there late, so she didn't even work 3 hours, and she would get there, and within 1 hour and 20 minutes, she's already taken a break, and the break was supposed to be 15. There was times when she took breaks way longer than that, but it was always around me. So what I'm trying to tell you, even when she wasn't trying to be around me, the universe was always keeping us together. And like I said, and it's sad because all that time we could have been talking and getting to know each other, but she was just an asshole. And now she's trying to find a way back in my life or whatever. But it's like this one. But the point I'm trying to tell y'all is the universe is gonna keep that person around you as much as it can. And then, like I said, and then I got a person that used to live on the street, but that whole shit is weird. Sometimes she's there, sometimes they're not. You don't know. It's not like it's almost like they got a second house or something like that. Like that, but that's one. That's one that's probably never going to really ever happen again. But I think how it'll probably happen, it'll happen on the day I kind of forget, because this has happened with her before. I'll forget and go out there, and then like she'll be out there or something. So it'll happen again. It'll probably happen like that. And sometimes I turn down that street when I come off the highway, and she might be out there and see me or some shit. But I don't think it's gonna be too much of me and her ever like really talking, because things have changed. It ain't a year or two ago. A year or two ago, I was seeing her like all the fucking time. And when I got to do outside work, we may see each other, but even then, it probably ain't gonna be no conversation or nothing. All right, so now I'm gonna get back to this read. So a lot of stuff we may need to reiterate, because the reason why I had to make that video different, because it went to a different thing. And like I said, I'm really intuitive. I'm in touch with the universe, and there's a reason why I had a lot of dreams about. But then it was like you know you ended up with somebody that you didn't expect in those dreams. It was just weird and shit. But it was a lot of competition or whatever you want to call it, competitive energy. So that's why I did the first video about the love dream. All right, now so we're gonna go back because I just want to get a full reading. So I'm gonna do it again. Come on, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna try to get rid of some of these. What is this? All right, this will be dailyhoroscope.com. Said take congratulations in stride. Well, what congratulations would you be talking about? Enjoy the recognition, but resist the temptation to overextend the victory lap. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, recognition or congratulations. If I get any of that, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, you should take a victory lap though. I mean, you ain't got to be arrogant in front of people, but like I said, you got to understand some people are garbage because you do so much for them. The motherfuckers don't do shit. but take your credit. So yeah, so you should, when the credit is yours, it's all right. It's all right to take a victory lap. That's why I try to say that this planet it's just too many fucking lies on this planet. Like I said, a lot of people, man. I'm gonna tell you the truth. People ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but it's a lot of stuff on this planet. But I don't always look at all that because that ain't none of my business. Like when you talk about athletes and celebrities that took the oath. Now I wouldn't take the oath. I'll die for my God. I'm not worrying about none of that shit. I don't, the fame and fortune don't mean shit. I don't care. I can give a fuck less what you think, and I can give a fuck less about some fame and fortune. And you can call me what you want. Police, I ain't sell my soul to no devil, and I ain't gonna be burning in hell or none of that stuff in the afterlife. So having said that, so I don't get in these people's personal business. That's a choice they made. They're gonna pay for it. If I did anything, I would try to pray that these people repent and get real deliverance. That's what I would pray. But I'm just not out here for the silly shit. I'm out here to, like I said, I do ministry, and that's all I do. I'm not out here for none of this other silly shit. So people was mad about some shit, but you gotta understand, most of the shit you hear from your TV and your news is fabricated shit anyway. You in a fucking matrix. Y'all need to be 1984, but that's what you in. You in 1984. Everything is pretty much planned. Maybe some of it ain't, but just about everything you hear and shit, it's already been planned out and all this shit. So they're mad at a guy who is one of the greatest professional fighters of all time, and they're mad at him because they feel he should be doing this or doing that, or he supported somebody who blah blah blah. But like where I'm from, we don't worry about another man. That shit just sound gay. I don't give a fuck what another nigga do, as long as that nigga don't fuck with me. But if that nigga fuck with me, I'ma check his ass. Whatever happened. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened, but that's gonna be between me and him. So I don't give a fuck if a nigga don't. Cause like here's how this really work. If you got 2 legs and 2 hands, it's up to you to get off your ass and find a way to get some finances in your pocket. However you do it is on you. You know what I'm saying? They say this is the land of opportunity. But when you looking at another motherfucker, oh, he got all this money, he don't, that mother, he can do whatever the fuck he want. That's his money. Fuck that. Like if that nigga don't help me, I'm just gonna say fuck him. But it ain't nothing personal. I mean, everybody got to do what they got to do. Now, me, I'm a generous thing. That's why I stay broke. Because as soon as I get money, I'm always helping motherfuckers. But that's me. But everybody ain't me. We already know that. So that motherfucker don't want to do. That's his motherfucking business. And that's why I say, even when he came on YouTube, he used to come on YouTube and try to talk, but people would be talking shit to him. So he stopped coming on. So the way I look at it, they were stupid. Because when he was coming on YouTube, you could have used that platform to connect with him. Because he was responding to people. But as soon as he came on YouTube, they was talking shit to him. So he stopped coming on YouTube. I thought it was an honor to see that nigga. That's one of the greatest fighters in the world. Like, niggas just be stupid. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about man, female, whatever race you are. If you want some low vibration, you're a fucking nigga. Because that's what that is. That's some low vibrational nigga shit. You going to keep something going no matter what. And it don't have to be a certain race or a certain color. It's an energy. Like how you say negative energy, nigga, negative. Just like if you got some lady around you nagging. I got a supervisor that's a man, he be nagging. Sometimes I got to tell him, chill out, bro. I got it. Stop nagging me. Act like an old lady and shit. So yeah, you deserve it. Like I learned a long time ago. Depending on who you are, like if you real good with people, then you always gonna have somebody kissing your ass. Oh man, yeah. But like if you just like, see, what y'all gotta understand, my generation different. Like in our generation, we had heroes. They showed up, and once they solved the problem, they was out. They would say, "Who is that masked man? I didn't get a chance to get his name. I didn't get a chance to shake his hand." Because that was my generation. That's a hero. He's not doing it for the accolades and all that. He's doing it because it's the right thing to do. But this generation is nothing like that. And like I said, it's more like what Jesus said. Bunch of fake, phony frauds that be in public acting like they care and all that, but they don't. They just using that for, like all these people singing Jesus' name. Oh, but I got news, my latest CD. Oh, you can go online right now and get the app and all that. Motherfucker, you using the name of the Messiah to put money in your pocket. You understand? And that's why he beat everybody up in the temple. Because they was using the holy stuff and making money off of it. So the world is fucked up, and the good guys is not going to get what they deserve. But the victory is this for us. That all these people that we try to help, that played us out and did whatever, they going to get in trouble. A lot of them going to be burning in hell. So karma's a motherfucker. That's why it says karma. Karma's a motherfucker. Justice is a motherfucker when you get what's coming to you. And on and on and on and on and on. And we tried to help your stupid ass. But you didn't want to listen. Or you ran away to some other spot or whatever. But you ain't going to be able to run when they come for you. And I'm going to say it again. In my lifetime, I've stood over a whole bunch of coffins of motherfuckers just like this I'm talking about right now. Or people like can't walk no more or whatever else. Why? Because when a nigga like me came through, you had the opportunity. You had the opportunity to learn from the light that's being brought, and you chose not to. So now you ain't gonna get the light no more. You gonna get darkness. Like I said, when I did that video about why didn't she scream, see that I talked a lot about my former girlfriend. Now I was her rock. I was everything for her, everything. But she was a fucking asshole. So now you gotta remember, now once she don't got me, she didn't have no car at that time and all that. So now she's back in the same situation she used to be in, where she had to carry rubbers in case she got raped. To tell a man, would you put a rubber on and shit. But that's the situation she put herself in. Because I pulled her out of all that. I was her best friend. I was her manager. I got her like work. She used to work in people's houses, taking care of kids and shit. I used to do everything for that chick. But all she did was talk shit about me and disrespect me constantly. That's why I stay single now, because of that. People say, well, you know, just because you had to... No. It ain't just one bad experience. It's just something I've observed since I've been on this planet that I'll keep to myself. But I'm not a dumb motherfucker. And was I too nice? Yeah. Do I care too much? Probably. But don't get that twisted with being stupid. Because like I said, when you got gangsters, respect real gangsters. Not no fake ass shit. When you got to respect the real gangsters, you got to be somewhat of a stand-up type of nigga. Because they're not just going to respect anybody. So, we'll move on to the next, whatever we reading. Alright, it's some bullshit. This thing wasn't on. And I finished reading that horoscope. But now, I didn't get it recorded. So, I'm just going to summarize it. Because I'm trying, every time I try to move ahead today, it's just more bullshit. Alright, basically, it said, good things are coming your way. Don't let your ego mess them up. And they said, if you feel like good things are not coming your way, say more affirmations. And then I said, that is kind of true, because like when you say I'm going to keep it real, if you keep it real, you're just going to keep on regurgitating the same bullshit. So you do have to use affirmations. So that was that horoscope. And like I said, it's a few things I got to, trying to get out of it. Okay, this is Terry Nasan. So now we're going back to North Node, South Node. The North Node right now is in a party zone. I got to find that chart again. And it's funny how the universe works, because people are partying. It's Mother's Day and it's all about her. And it is festive times. And I told y'all with Juno, because y'all should be looking at the same chart I am. With Juno there, it's going to be a good day, really. A lot of positive energy for friends, association, groups, and families, and especially the mother. A good day for fourth house events, teenagers, adults, ancestors, education, land, property, or real estate, vehicle and travel, health, the mother, the Imam Kweli. So that's the North Node. Now the South Node is past life. But as you can see, the South Node is very karmic. Very karmic. You even see 20 degrees, which is judgment. But the main thing I want to know is what house is it in? So it's in the house of the home. So this is a big family day. It's a big family home day. But they are talking like this can also be homeland security, because they are talking about an escalation of war with Iran, and Israel is saying, well, Iran might attack us if the U.S. keeps pushing Iran. Iran might just attack us. So they talking real crazy right now. They're talking about the Gulf again. But if y'all remember back in the days of Daddy George Bush, they were talking about the Gulf War and everything. But that Gulf is synonymous of hell. Because if you go to Luke chapter 16, it talks about that gulf that separates hell from those in God's presence. But what y'all also don't realize is the person who represents the rose portal is Rose Namajunas. So in order to get to the Mother Mary, you have to go through the rose portal. In order to get to Mother Mary or Isis. Now when Rose Namajunas became champ, that was when Saturn could be seen in the sky with the visible eye on the exact same night. This is when Saturn or Satan entered our space and you could see it with the visible eye. It was the same night that Rose Namajunas won the world title. Now last night, Rose Namajunas really beat that female. She was beating her ass. But the female was, I looked like she was fighting a fucking man. The female was very strong and picked Rose up and slammed her on her head. Now that should be illegal. So if you ask me, really, Rose was winning that fight. But because the chick was able to use something that should be illegal, that's how she won. Because she didn't beat Rose. She picked her up and slammed her on the head. But I'm trying to tell you there was a reason why all that happened. You're talking about the Rose Portal. Because Jesus tells you about a bully coming. A strong man being overthrown and being bound. So what I'm trying to tell you is this is synonymous of one power going down. And this is why Virgo, the moon is about to be in Virgo. The 6th house is ruled by Virgo. But Virgo will always be synonymous with Mother Isis or Mother Mary. So I told you I had a dream about one thing closing, another thing beginning. And that's what you're looking at. And the 12th house is about endings. Again, I keep saying 11th house. But that Cancer is in the 12th house. Because the first house is EPAC. And that's in Leo, where the moon was, which is another reason why I was having these dreams and stuff. So now it is going to be a karmic day. I said, it's still going to be a festive day probably. It's Mother's Day and plus it's the weekend. It's still going to be a festive day, but it's more about endings. And that's why I said in some of my dreams, maybe some of the people that were in the dreams were people from my past as well. And I'm saying but I'm actually speaking for anybody who's going through these experiences. But still, it's some type of serious relationship vibration going on. All right, so now the karma is in the 6th house. And also, but then it still got something to do about fate or destiny or relationships. Because again, there is the vertex cross. And this could be soulmates or twin souls, twin flames, same thing. Or soulmates. And remember, it's Capricorn, which could be your career. And my moon sign is Capricorn. And again, this is again why that female is still at my job, even though she doesn't work there no more, but she's still in there working. And like I said, I saw her staring at me, which was kind of unique because her boyfriend works there too. So I really don't have no conversation for her. But it's funny how I'm still having these dreams, and they probably, if you go by the chart, it's definitely talking about her. But like she's not, like, I don't know what she would say, but I know when she first came back, she did come in the back, and I know she was looking for me. But when she got back there, I was talking to like 2 other people. So she just came back there and acted like she was looking at something, but I could tell she wasn't looking at shit. Cause first off, she don't work there no more. Second of where she went to stand, it ain't nothing really over there. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that she would want. So I know she came back there probably looking for me for some type of conversation. But I don't know what type of conversation we would have because I'm not going to talk to her about the metaphysical stuff because that's too deep. But I don't know. But either way, with Pluto is about lessons, and Pluto, this is a Pluto retrograde. Pluto retrograde is about lessons, and Pluto retrograde will push you to get you where you need to be. As far as your universal purpose. Saturn is also about lessons and about karma. Now again, whenever like Terry Nassan said, this could have something to do with your father in his past, the 6th house, or it could have something to do with somebody you work with, your authority. But Saturn retrograde usually means it's some type of fight with whatever who's ever authority over you. And Saturn is number 20, which can be the judgment. But if you notice, it's also 11 and 20. They both add to 2. So you notice it's some type of soulmate or twin flame, twin soul situation. And what they're trying to tell you is it may affect your dreams or something like that. Or you'll be thinking about this person, or y'all may talk with telepathy. Because the 12th house is still ruled by Pisces, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And as you can see, Neptune is in Pisces in the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. So it's a very watery time right now. People's emotions might be a certain type of way. You might find yourself dreaming a lot. All right. So now Terry Nassan says, so Terry Nassan is telling everybody, make sure you remember your mothers today. But she's also telling Leo, since the moon is in Leo, to pamper yourself. And she's saying, spend time. I mean, like, I'm a different dude. I'm always with my dudes. I like my mom's personal assistant because my mother's older now. So for me, like I said, it's just different for me. Like, people be tripping, but they be acting crazy because, like, y'all take one day and it's supposed to be, I do that all the time. So to me, I would never feel that. I would never feel that way. Like, oh, I'm gonna stop the whole day. Nah, I'm doing that like almost every day. Like I learned one thing, wherever you're at, if you're doing what you're supposed to, that's where you're supposed to be at. And people always tell you could be doing more, or maybe that you should be doing less or whatever. But like if you take Joseph. Joseph was taken away from his father and all that, and his mother died when she was giving birth to his real brother. Now, when I say real brother, because Joseph had a brother, they was the same mother, same father. The other 10 brothers were not the same mother. But Joseph, his mother died giving birth to his younger brother. So, but he was taken away from his entire family for a long ass time. That when they saw him again, they didn't even know who he was, and that was their own brother. But they had tried to kill him. So what I'm trying to say is, we can sit here all day and go, oh, this should be this way, this should be that way. But what I learned is, especially like a person like me, because I'm not with the bullshit. Wherever you're at, that's where God put you. And let me just ask y'all a question. Now, this ain't the brag or boast, but I'm going to ask y'all a question. Did any of y'all ever take a fast for 7 days, a whole week? And when I say fast, you ain't eat no food or nothing, just drunk water. So if ain't none of y'all ever do that, then how the fuck you gonna talk to somebody who did? You know what I'm saying? So my point is, I'm not out here to play no fucking games. My life was so fucked up by human standards that I went to God. I said, this is ridiculous. Because anybody that know me, I'm not with this punk shit. I'm a worker. I don't give a fuck about nobody else around me. I'ma do me. Because the moment you bring other people around, here come the stupid ass bullshit, the politics, the games, and all the bullshit people do to waste a fucking day on bullshit. And then they gonna blame somebody else for it. And I remember one time my grandfather was talking, and he said the same thing. My grandfather said, because he was an old man now, but he was talking. He said, when I was young and we would have to do a job, he said I would get there early, ready to work. He said, but then somebody else would show up and they smoking a cigarette or some bullshit. See, that motherfucker ain't come to work. So he fucking the whole rhythm up and shit like that. And then that nigga fuck your whole day up. And then niggas talking about you like you lazy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't be playing these silly ass games no more. I'm like, back the fuck up and let me do me. I don't need your help. I'll do it myself. I remember one time I had to go to this office. And in order to get this thing I was trying to get, you had to take a test. So I studied, and the devil stayed busy. I studied and I was ready. Now if I had failed on my own, I would have accepted that. But ain't nobody gonna be the reason why I failed, because I get crazy. You understand? So when I got there, right, I had to go in this room to turn on the computer to take this test and shit. Now I don't studied. I'm ready. And so there was this lady. I ain't gonna say what race she was, but she wasn't black, because I know people always think it's a black person because I'm black, but it wasn't a black woman. But this woman, so she came in the room and shit, and I guess she was supposed to make sure I was set up, but then she tried to stand there. You know what I'm saying? She tried to stand, and this is a time test, y'all. It's a time test, and I have shit like this happen all the time. The devil stay busy. So I looked at that lady. I was like, "No, I'm gonna take this. I don't need you in here." And I hate to do that because people say you're rude, but sometimes you gotta be rude. Cause like I said, this is how the devil win. You be being too polite. Like if you're in a situation like when I talk about Fatal Attraction, a movie, the reason why he ended up cheating on his wife, because he was too polite. He already knew there was some type of connection between him and this woman, but then he ended up at the bar, and when he was just going to the bar to get a drink, that woman was sitting there. But what he should have did, he shouldn't have sat there. He already knew he was starting to feel a connection with that woman. And you're going to sit at the bar next to her. Y'all going to start having a conversation. And that's what happened. Next thing they having sex. They're going to commit adultery. And next thing this woman is a psycho lady trying to kill his wife and his child. Boiling a rabbit in a pot and shit. But he shouldn't have sat with her. Now this is how the devil worked. If he hadn't sat with her, they would say, oh, you're rude. Oh, why wouldn't you sit with her? What, you think you're too good for her? What are you saying about her? But obviously, whatever you're saying about her was true, because she did sleep with him. So that's the problem. You got to learn how to call a snake and keep it moving. I'm not saying hurt nobody's feelings, but all he could have did was just he could have sat at the far end of the bar, or he could have said, fuck it, and walked the fuck out. But because he didn't, he almost got his wife killed and almost got his own child killed. And if I'm not mistaken, how that movie ended, I think he had to drown her ass in a pool, in the bathtub or something. I forget. I forget how the movie ended, but I think she did it. He ended up killing her. Because that bitch was crazy. So that's why I say, as you get older and wiser, hopefully, you just gotta fuck it. And the more you tell people the truth, then they ain't gotta sit there and wonder about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas that see me, they know me. Oh no, that's how that motherfucker is. He an old dude set in his ways. And it's not like I'm an old dude set in my ways. I'm just not with this bullshit that's on this planet. Because it's gonna fuck you up. And y'all think it's funny. Oh, you've been married 3 times. Well, God said you still married to the first person. And he already told you, anything else is fornication or adultery. Which means your ass gonna be burning in hell if you don't get that shit corrected. And you say, oh, well, how am I supposed to get it corrected? Take it to God. There's a video out here talking about walking in spirit. Do that. Because I can't tell you what to do because I'm not God. I can only tell you what God said about anybody that takes marriage and all that shit lightly. And what he said about fornicators and all that shit. So, either God is lying or humans is lying. You choose. And I've been thinking about this a long time. And either God going to start disciplining people so that they don't burn in hell, or God is just going to go at the end, just burn everything up and take them in the spirit. Because otherwise you have to pay for your sins. But if he burn everything up and make you spirit and take you back in the spirit realm, then your sins are you're purified through that fire. And that's what they do. So that's the only way it's going to happen. But like I said, I'm not God. I don't know. But I think about that one hard because everybody on this motherfucker doing some fucked up shit. So instead of saying take a special day to remember your mom and shit, I say be with your mom as much as you can. Especially if she's all she got is herself. Because B.B. King said it best. Don't nobody love me like my mama. And she a little shaky too.